Most visuals in this video are AI reimagined, recreating the battles and destruction of WWII.
They are not original wartime recordings, but designed to bring the story to life and immerse you in history. If you accept our disclaimer, hit like, subscribe, and get ready to dive into the story.
When the world was engulfed in the firestorm of World War II, America's answer came not just in soldiers and planes, but in steel, powerful, relentless, and resolute. The tanks of the United States Army rolled forward, shaping the outcome of battles that would decide the fate of nations. This is the story of America's armored force, a story of innovation, sacrifice, and the raw power of the M4 Sherman and its successors. These machines weren't perfect, far from it, but together with their crews, they became a force that no enemy could ignore. At the war's outset, America's tank force was modest and outdated. Early designs like the M3 Lee were a stopgap, a compromise born of urgency, armed with a 75mm gun in a fixed hull and a smaller turret cannon. But America's industrial might was unmatched. Factories shifted into overdrive, turning out thousands of tanks every month. The M4 Sherman quickly became the new symbol, a tank built for mass production, ease of repair, and battlefield reliability. The Sherman was the backbone of the Allied armored divisions. Its 75mm main gun could handle most threats early in the war, while its gasoline engine allowed for speed and quick maneuvering. Over 49,000 would be produced, making it the most widely used American tank. But on the brutal battlefields of Europe and beyond, the Sherman faced deadly opponents. The German Tiger I and Panther tanks boasted thicker armor and more powerful guns, turning the Sherman into prey rather than predator in many clashes. Sherman crews quickly learned to avoid slugging it out directly. Instead, they relied on superior numbers, artillery support, and combined arms tactics. Infantry, artillery, air power, and tanks working together to overwhelm enemy defenses. The Sherman was a versatile platform. Over the war, dozens of variants were produced to meet different battlefield demands. The M4 A3 E8 Easy 8 featured improved suspension and a powerful 76mm gun, capable of knocking out heavier German tanks at longer ranges. The Sherman was also adapted for specialized roles, flamethrower tanks, mine-clearing tanks, and armored recovery vehicles. In the Pacific, Sherman tanks were equipped with amphibious capabilities for island assaults and used extensively to break Japanese fortifications. Inside the Sherman, it was tight, hot, and noisy, but crews trusted it to get them through. The gunner, loader, driver, and commander, they had to work as one. One mistake, and it could mean death. Tank crews endured constant danger, not just from enemy fire, but from mechanical failures and treacherous terrain. Yet their bravery turned these steel monsters into life-saving weapons on the front lines. Shermans and their crews proved decisive in key battles. In North Africa, the U.S. 1st Armored Division faced the formidable Afrika Korps. Shermans were crucial in battles like El Guatar, where American tactics and firepower forced Rommel's tanks to retreat. During the D-Day invasion and the push through Normandy, Shermans crossed the beaches under fire, smashed through hedgerows, and battled German armor in dense countryside. In the Battle of the Bulge, Shermans fought in freezing conditions, holding the line against desperate German counterattacks. Each battle revealed both the strengths and weaknesses of American armor, forcing innovation and adaptation. By 1944, it became clear the Sherman was outgunned on one-on-one basis against German heavy tanks. The answer was the M26 Pershing, a heavier, better armored tank equipped with a powerful 90mm cannon. Although it arrived late and in limited numbers, the Pershing made an immediate impact during the final offensives in Europe. It could engage Tigers and Panthers more effectively, leveling the playing field. Seeing a Pershing on the battlefield was a relief. It was tougher and hit harder, exactly what crews needed to stand up to the German heavy tanks. The Pacific presented a different challenge. Dense juggles, steep hills, and entrenched defenders demanded specialized tactics and equipment. Sherman tanks were fitted with flamethrowers, terrifying weapons that cleared Japanese bunkers with fire and smoke, saving countless infantry lives. Island-hopping campaigns like Iwo Jima and Okinawa saw tanks supporting infantry assaults against heavily fortified positions. American tanks weren't invincible. Mechanical breakdowns, fuel shortages, and the constant threat of enemy anti-tank weapons meant crews fought not just the enemy, but also the elements. But American industry and ingenuity answered every challenge. Field repairs, supply chains, and upgrades kept the armored divisions moving forward. By war's end, American tanks had played a pivotal role in defeating Axis forces. The M4 Sherman and M26 Pershing left a legacy of versatility, industrial might, and battlefield courage. They were more than just machines. They were symbols of hope, resilience, and the fighting spirit of a nation. This was the steel fist of freedom, rolling onward to victory.